And Dan Quinn said repeatedly throughout the offseason, I'm going to run my most competitive camp yet. And coaches always say that kind of stuff. It's like what I always say. If you look fat and ugly on the first day of school, you're just fat and ugly. Like you're going to say the best things, right? But this camp has been really competitive. They've gone way longer, seemingly every day than I expect.
Yep.
That when they have the pads on, there is real full speed. Yep. And I think
people are on the ground too.
Will Harris just keeps thumping dudes. It just continues to thump.
That's the thing I think offensive players have to understand. If you know that a defensive guy is that thumper type guy, you have to bring it too. And then if both guys are going at a certain level, they are not going to go to the ground. But ultimately for me, I think that Will has an intensity and a speed he goes all the time.
Totally.
Other guys don't do that.
Shout out to
they got to figure it out.
We had a bunch of our people we work with here. Friday Abernathy, Frank Crisafulli, Mike Goldrick, Melinda.
We saw
Woodbright.
Friday on a
Everybody's
Wednesday.
Here. I know, Friday on a Wednesday. What a day, huh? And so the Commanders, I think it was very cool, invited all the local news stations out and, various executives and stuff. And the one dude who I think was brown-nosing the absolute most, who would you say, B?
Ryan Clary.
Ryan Clary.
Hey, I'm a company guy. I am a company guy.
Corporate Clary.
Corporate Clary. If you're telling me there's an executive here, guess what? I'm going to shake their hand, and I did.
Corporate Clary is saying that he's shaking hands, and he's dumb enough to not lean into the camera shot.
Shaking hands and kissing babies.
When he's talking.
Well, the best news is they aren't here right now. They just left, so they won't be able to see this.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Frank. Joey, do not tell them.
They will see it when they go back and look at it.
Well, if they do, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, they got to go back and look at the film.
So padded practice, which I was excited to see. I think they've now done this twice, and it's both days they're in pads, that they run the offensive linemen out there to start practice running routes. And it is nothing if not fun. It's just a fun way to start. And I don't know, B, if there's any science to this. Lord knows I'm not a scientist. But I wonder if just getting the O-line running those routes just loosens them up a little bit more for on days you're going to be going at.
Totally does.
It's
totally
got to,
does.
right?
Like you loosen them up. Because, one thing, those guys normally, all the drills they do are like hit step, little steps up. They don't do any running per se.
Right.
In that situation, they have to open up a little bit, which helps them out. Because they have a lot of pulling and different things like that on this team now, and they have to get them ready to go.
So that's one conclusion I've reached is I think they run this little offensive line route tree on padded practice days.
Mm-hmm.
We're 2 days in. To me, that's a pattern, right? The other thing we got to discuss, we've talked to PR about what terms we're allowed to use as far as this, and this is the term that's been agreed upon. Razzle-dazzle is going to be a part of this offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be twice a year they run some kind of trick, gimmicky play. It's going to be twice a game.
Yeah, and I think
we're seeing it day after day after day.
You have to practice it. See, that's the thing about it. Many people who come up with these plays, a lot of people think it just happens. No, if you just like you practice all your regular offense, you got to practice the trick stuff. You got to practice the stuff that you feel is a little bit more exotic. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you do those type of things, and then if you do it all the time, it becomes like second nature.
Totally.
Instead of just doing it on, we're going to try to do it this week. If you haven't been practicing, it ain't going to work.
So when teams don't run a lot of gimmicky trick plays, and then when one is installed, a lot of times the teams kind of give it away because the defense can sense that
excitement.
The offense feels like they're about to do something else, or the check call at the line of scrimmage is a little bit different. Whatever it is, right? I remember in high school when we would run a fake punt, the up man on punt team would yell, "Let's go Barons! Let's go Barons!" And I remember we did it twice through 5 games, and then the next time we did it, the opposing defense was like, "Yo, fake, fake, fake!" You can't be in. And this is obviously not high school, but when you don't run stuff like that very frequently, it feels like a bigger deal. When it's just part of your offense and your install, it allows it to be more organic and hopefully more successful.
And you can't change up your whole call.
Right.
Y'all didn't say let's go Barons any other time, did you?
Nope.
So, who was the coach that did this? You know the coach still?
Yep.
Well, coach, that was a mistake. You gave it away. And if you are going to make a call, you got to change it weekly. You know, the thing about, like, when we did fakes, I called the same stuff all the time. But I may have told them if I call something different, we're not running it.
Right.
If I call something the same, we're running it.
Right.
So all of a sudden, when they start looking, and if I call something different, everybody, looking for the fake, we don't run the fake.
Right.
You know, I'll trick you up a little bit.
I also think today was the best day for the offense we've seen. I thought the offense was cooking today.
They look good today. Yeah, they look good.
And you saw it from, like, all over, right? I thought McCaffrey has looked good. McCaffrey's starting to string together days, and that's when
That's what you want to do.
That's when you can really start to make an impact. I thought Luke has looked good for multiple days now. I also thought the offensive line today, Cosme and Tunsil got the day off. Both were back in today, and you could see the O-line, I thought, was gelling because, to their credit, the defense was blitzing a lot. I thought it was Frankie Louvu's most active day. I saw a lot of Frankie, and there was a collision. I believe it was Cosme. They're not going to give me the all-22 to go back and look, but Frankie blitzed hard, and I think Cosme got him kind of late, but got enough, and it was a real collision. It's just like today was a day that reminded me anyway, and probably them. Yo, we know it's mid-August and it kind of sucks, but you all right?
Cramp. I'm good now.
Dude, I hate that. You get it like right here.
Right in that rib.
Or I get it in my back sometimes.
That thing feel like a bone.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm going to get through
We
this.
can go to break.
No, I don't need to go to break.
Okay, Jeff, don't go to break.
Stretch through it.
Yeah, stretch it out. I thought McLaurin has been impressive throughout camp because it's what you would expect from McLaurin. But you know who continues to, day after day, make big plays?
Who's that?
Colson Yankoff.
Bro, listen.
He's an athlete.
I know people can say who's drafted, who's this, who's that. That dude gets his name called every day. And I think that's how you see a guy like that stays around and ends up on the football field. Yankoff makes unbelievable catches. He does multiple things. That's a guy who makes yourself not expendable.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this offense has so much more work and looks for the tight ends that someone is going to emerge as this secondary tight end to Chig and have 35, 40 catches. And Sennett has looked good. Cager's shown.
Yeah.
Like the kid 40, Bennett Moore, the undrafted guy,
yeah.
had a couple things. But Yankoff every day is making a play where you're like, damn, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the athleticism, the ball skills, he's big, strong, ox. He's capable as a blocker. And the amount of multiple tight end sets we're going to see is just so dramatically different. Like, so I don't know if fans recognize this or understand this, but every practice is blocked off. Yeah. Like, there's generally 10 blocks, right? And they know exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be individual drills, position drills, team drills. Team drills are typically when you get your 11-on-11, 7-on-7, or they've been doing a lot of live kicking, those sorts of things where the full team is involved in one drill, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every single day you see that Yankoff's making a play. And it's been really interesting to watch. And he's a young man, he's very likable when you talk to him. And I think these guys with John Bates down, and it kind of feels like Bates might miss all of preseason. I mean, they said weeks. They said a few weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But these dudes are making the most of that opportunity with Bates down. Yankoff especially, I would say.
Yeah.
And we know who John Bates is. There's zero question about his abilities. But it's been fun to watch the rest of this group get more work. I mean, right now on the roster, Bates, Cager, Moore, Chig, Sennett, Yankoff. I mean, that's 6 tight ends. They're obviously not keeping him, not keeping 6.
No.
But I really think on the final 53, I'm not even talking about the 70. I'm talking about the 53. I think you're going to have 4 tight ends.
It's very possible.
Chig, Bates, Sennett, Yankoff.
Probably Yankoff. Because Yankoff also is very, very big in the special teams. So that's a guy that makes himself. You keep him around. I'm looking at we're talking about tight ends now. I look at another guy who kind of puts himself in that position, and that's what's my man, 26. Can't think of his name right now. Running back.
I'm sorry. What do you
I'm
say?
saying he puts himself in the same position as a Yankoff has.
J-Mac.
Yeah,
Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah, McNichols. Because when you can do multiple things, man, you become a person that the team want to keep around.
Totally.
Yeah.
And J-Mac is a guy, they've stuck him through the practice squad before. I won't be shocked if he's part of the 70 and not necessarily the 53. You know, I've also been impressed by Bill. And Rashad White's going to have a role. Fat Man's going to have a role. I think Fat Man's role comes on as the year progresses. But they have not said anything about Bill. And when they publicly talk about Bill, it's been very much in a challenging tone, I think, to want more from him. But I do think with Bill, man, every time it's the first team going out for the first drills, it's Bill. And today, especially when the rain was coming down and before it got super humid like it is now, it kind of felt like a November game against the Giants. Like it had like an NFC East feel to it when it was kind of cool and rainy. And they were really running the ball. And it's fun to watch Bill versus Fat Man because their run styles are just so dramatically different.
Totally.
Bill is kind of this like slicer glider through the hole. Fat Man's just squared shoulders.
Square shoulders and say, I'm going to take you with me.
Yeah.
But, the thing about Bill, I think they want Bill to be focused on holding on to the football and just being better as a blocker. And I think he's improved at both of those things so far in practice.
Agreed.
You know, like I always discuss it, you have to do certain things on a football field to make sure you stay out there. And as a running back, it's things that really don't have anything to do with running. It's
Pass
ball
pro.
protection and protecting that QB.